to really hear her vision for the future of Los Angeles.
And it essentially helps to provide a very overarching view about what she feels is the state of our city.
The recovery in the Palisades is on track to be the fastest in California history. We have issued permits to rebuild twice as fast as after the Camp and Woolsey fires. We restored water nearly a year and a half faster than after the Camp fire. And we restored power in just 2 months. We know the faster we can rebuild, the faster we can heal. For those who have lost a home, each and every day is a day too long, right? Because home is at the heart of healing. And that has been the North Star of our recovery efforts, to get people home. Angelinos, we are turning the corner on crime in Los Angeles, and we will not go back. Last year, homicides fell by 14%. The number of shooting victims fell 19%, and we've intensified safety efforts on Metro. We have cracked down on organized retail theft, and we are acting boldly around MacArthur Park. The homelessness crisis is a humanitarian crisis, and it affects everyone. Those without a home and those who worry about what they see outside of their home. Inside Safe represents a major change. Instead of waiting on expensive new housing to be built, we tapped LA's supply of underused motels to bring people inside immediately. Inside Safe has cleared thousands of tents outside of schools, storefronts, and homes citywide. And after years of increasing homelessness, we are finally reversing that trend, and homelessness is down, and that includes a 10% reduction in street homelessness and a 38% reduction in makeshift structures and tents. Now, all of this comes as nationwide homelessness went up by 18%, but not in Los Angeles. Thank you for the honor of being your mayor. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers has surpassed ambitious goals to clear wildfire debris in the Palisades. Now 100 days on from the fires, Mayor Karen Bass, city leaders, and the city librarian thanked the Army from the site where the Palisades Branch Library once stood.
We're here at the Palisades Branch Library site, which unfortunately was destroyed in the Palisades fire. But at 100 days since the fire, we're thanking the Army Corps of Engineers for the incredible work they've done throughout this community, but especially here at the Palisades site where they've done and completed debris cleanup. There was a 30-day window to complete it. They did it in 6 days.
In this first 100 days of this recovery effort, we've been able to clear about 4,400 properties. Out of that 4,400, about 2,300 are fully complete. And one of those is the library. So the next steps for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers are to not slow down at all. We are focused on safely completing this mission. We have the highest number of crews out in the communities clearing debris that we've ever had since the start of this operation. And we're going to keep up that sense of urgency to get through all of the clearance so really the community can then focus on rebuilding.
This has been a journey with a lot of devastation and loss and grief. But every single time I am in the Pacific Palisades, I see the forward progress. Things are happening here at an incredible pace. I just got back from Lahaina last night. And while each community's journey is different and has its own unique challenges, seeing other places rebuilding and recovering gives us a peek around the corner for what's next for us too, and I come away feeling hopeful about the future.
I think it's absolutely wonderful that everyone's showing up to try to rebuild, and it just is a reminder of how important the public library is to people and what the public library means to people. It's a true community center.
It feels great to know that the library is going to be rebuilt and that they're going to bring everything that we had before back to the place. And I'm hoping that they also look towards bringing some of the memories that we had from the past that will help us also remember and never forget that what we went through. There's an inertia right now that is insatiable for the community to come together, rebuild our public spaces, our private spaces, and reignite what was the Palisades.
At the mobile home park in the Palisades, city, county, and state representatives marked 100 days since the devastating wildfires. Leaders pledged to rebuild the homes and bring back this resilient community.
I want to commend Senator Allen on the selection of the site. I think it's symbolic in many ways. And as I look at the burn scars from the mobile home park, I also notice the wildflowers poking up. We've got yellow and orange and purple wildflowers coming back. And I would tell you that that is the resiliency of this community, of this neighborhood, of this city, of our county, and of our state.
100 days, in some ways it feels like it's been so much longer, but it's such an emotional roller coaster. I feel very proud of what we have been able to do, but also the trauma that everyone is still going through, especially people who lost their homes.
We're marking the 100th day since the terrible wildfires that decimated this community and the beautiful community of Altadena. I wanted to bring folks here to the Palisades Bowl. It was a beautiful mobile home community of folks of modest means, one of the few pieces of affordable housing here on the coast in our area, and mark this anniversary.
As a resident, to be able to hear from our elected officials giving some insight in what is it going to look like to rebuild LA. But I'm one of those people. And so to realize that there are people that are really standing up for us, it means a lot.
It's rebuilding homes, it's reopening schools, and it's restoring a community. That isn't going to happen overnight. But I know that with our shared sense of urgency, effective coordination, and leadership at every level of government, we are going to make it happen.
The Connect LA Job Fair is a bridge between job seekers and new careers. The Harbor Occupational Center, which hosted the fair, demonstrated to Councilmember Tim McCosker that bringing employers together creates more connections and career-building pathways.
We are at Harbor Occupational Center in San Pedro in the Harbor area, and we are at a career and resource fair with over 40 providers here today, and we're expecting over a couple hundred attendees, folks looking for opportunities to advance their career, maybe new careers, and folks looking for resources towards great career advancement.
I think they're essential because it gives an idea what the local industry is requiring or the basic skills that they need in order to find gainful employment. The fact that they have it here occupational center as another dimension to it that also explore opportunities for retraining in other industry sectors.
We have security, we have construction, we have medical, we have home care. We have a variety of jobs here, and there shouldn't be no reason someone can't find a career opportunity. We're not just here to assist them in getting jobs, we're here to assist them in getting careers.
These events are important for job seekers in the community because it puts you face to face with the hiring manager, with an employer, with a company that you might be able to start your career path in. I walked into one of these 10 years ago, and that's what got me on the career path that I'm in today.
This is our way of bringing the employers to the community. Instead of them having to go to the employers, we bring the employers to them.
Information is power. Go to booth to booth to booth, talk to folks. You may become surprised when you talk to somebody about a career that you never thought of.
Los Angeles International and Van Nuys airports have earned continued certification for reducing carbon emissions from the Airports Council International Europe. The council recognized Los Angeles World Airports, LAWA, in its continued commitment to sustainability and gave both airports a Level 4 Transformation accreditation. The Airport Carbon Accreditation Program assesses carbon management practices by airports and recognizes them for their efforts to quantify and reduce carbon emissions from airport operations. A Level 4 recognizes an airport for demonstrating emissions reduction progress. According to LAWA, LAX now joins only 3 other commercial airports in the U.S. with a Level 4 accreditation. For more information, go to lawa.org/news-releases. A new Career Pathways project will see the LA Zoo partner with Outward Bound Adventures to restore 6 acres of coast live oak woodland located on the zoo's property. The 5-year woodland restoration and Career Pathways project will recruit field technicians and youth to be part of the Outward Bound Adventures workforce. The habitat restoration will involve invasive plant removal, native plant propagation, continued scientific data analysis, and will have a public education component. According to LA Zoo, this unique project highlights how collective action can impact environmental change, create connections to nature, and enrich our communities. For more info, visit lazoo.org/press. The Los Angeles Fire Department, LAFD, has announced that Fire Service Day, a citywide open firehouse celebration, will take place this year on Saturday, May 10th. According to the LAFD, this year's theme, Stronger Together, a tribute to unity, underscores collective strength and highlights the community's resilience through collaboration. On Fire Service Day, visitors to city firehouses will meet the LAFD team, see tools and training, and get help to establish a personal plan for disaster preparedness. At 4 focal sites, the department will offer special displays and demonstrations and introduce 4 honorary fire chiefs. With some exceptions and extensions, all LAFD neighborhood fire stations are open for Fire Service Day 2025 on Saturday, May 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. For more information, visit lafd.org/news.
Creating safe spaces for children to thrive in is what the Healthy Room Project is all about. Under this initiative, officers from the 77th Street Division and local volunteers came together to transform a space for a family who had been living in an RV.
Today we're at a home in South Los Angeles where the Los Angeles Police Department has partnered up with the Healthy Room Projects to create a new home for these children in a surprise when they return home from school. My interactions with this family started months ago when my partner received a phone call for service about a family residing inside a dilapidated RV outside of one of our local parks. The RV had broken windows and tears and holes in its side. With winter looming, we knew it wasn't a safe spot for the children to live. A couple door knocks and a business card later, the family received their permanent housing. We were invited in to see how the kids were doing and discovered that they were sleeping on the floor with some blankets. And we thought that assisting them with getting out of the RV and getting into some housing wasn't enough. And that's when we reached out to our partners at the Healthy Room Project.
In partnership with LAPD, with the 77th Division in Southeast, and CSP, we've all come together to essentially change the narrative between law enforcement and the communities that they serve. We do this through a one-day effort where, through nominations from LAPD, we will come in, renovate the entire bedroom, we paint, we build beds, bedding, dressers, all sorts of wonderful essentials that these kids don't have.
So as far as the before for the home, the girls were sleeping on the floor. I mean, they had some bedding, but not sufficient for them to feel comfortable. So right now we're putting together 2 bunk beds and a single bed for 2 of the little girls and then the niece as well. Our hope is that they love it and that they receive something that they'd never, had before. So they're gonna be thrilled about their new room and happy about the color too, because they've been asking for a pink room for a while now.
cómo vivíamos. A esto ha sido un cambio drástico, ver la felicidad a ellas y saber que como madre no estoy haciendo tan mal las cosas, aunque a veces sienta que estoy fallando como madre o quizás no cubro todas las necesidades de ella. Pero al ver tanta emoción a ellas y ver tanta diferencia en mi vida, yo nunca en mi vida imaginé tener un apartamento con cosas tan bonitas, nunca lo esperaba. Los oficiales que estuvieron presentes de una u otra forma han estado presentes en mi vida, preocupándose por mí, por mis alimentos, mi seguridad. Saber que en nuestro camino, en nuestras vidas encontramos personas que nos brindan su apoyo sin conocernos, sin saber nada de nosotros. Entonces, eternamente voy a estar agradecida toda mi vida con las personas que hoy en día están haciendo esto posible.
We wanted to full circle, meet back with the children and the mom and remind them that we were the police officers that at first they didn't trust, that first they thought we're there to do enforcement or to take their RV away. We want them to know that we care, and we let them know that by putting our words into action and being here today.
A new location for the turtle ship was also an opportunity to celebrate Korean heritage. The gift from the South Korean city of Busan was recently restored and relocated to a new home at LA's Convention Center, where more visitors can be accommodated.
We're at the Convention Center today to celebrate Korean heritage, an opportunity for us to unveil the turtle ship that was once formerly in City Hall. It's going to be some speakers talking about the important things that we've done here in the city of LA, but it's great to have the mayor here as council member in the city of LA. I'm proud not only to be a council member of the area that I grew up in, but also to be a representative of the Korean American community.
As we celebrate today, I want to highlight the outstanding work of our Tourism and Cultural Affairs Department, what they have done in restoring, conserving, and relocating the turtle ship from City Hall to the Convention Center.
The turtle ship was a gift from the city of Busan, South Korea, to symbolize a partnership of heritage and mutual shared values. It is really exciting to have it here now in its new location at the Convention Center as an opportunity for the city and for all of our visitors here to be able to see and experience what this important artwork means.
The ship was built in 1500s, and this was the first ironclad ship that was developed by my 12th great-grandfather. And eventually, because of their ship, the submarine was built. So it has a very strong history behind that.
Everybody would take a look at this ship and they're gonna say, wow, you know, there was no type of ship at that time. And this was really extraordinary, and I'm glad that it's over here, and it's great, just great.
I think it's exciting, especially through celebrations like this, where you understand history and you understand each other's backgrounds and you understand why you coexist. And I think that's what's important about knowing about each other.
In this week's feature story, Deputy Mayor Randall Winston talks to our Ann Police about the wide scope of his role. Winston deals with the city's public rights-of-way, public transit, and the supporting services that all fall under the banner of infrastructure.
Joining us today, we welcome Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure for the City of Los Angeles, Randall Winston. We're so glad to have you on with us, Randall.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Very, very glad to be here.
Yeah, glad you could join us. As Deputy Mayor, let's just dig right in.
Yeah.
What departments are you responsible for?
Great question. So Deputy Mayor of Infrastructure in this administration, I oversee the Board of Public Works, which includes 5 bureaus: the Bureau of Sanitation, Bureau of Engineering, Bureau of Street Services, Bureau of Contract Administration, and the Bureau of Street Lighting, as well as our Department of Transportation, and then the Metropolitan Transportation Authority, and really supporting the mayor and her 3 appointees to that body.
Wow, that's a lot of departments and bureaus to be over.
It's a lot. It's a lot. So think transportation and everything in the public right of way.
Okay.
And a lot of the services and kind of everyday challenges that Angelinos experience. Everything from trash collection to, you've got a light that's out on your street that needs to be repaired, or trees that need to be trimmed. It's sort of the things that people can touch and feel on a day-to-day basis.
Within all those departments, there is a through line, which is to keep the city of Los Angeles running.
Yes.
On the daily, what are some of the challenges that you meet being over all of the infrastructure of Los Angeles?
Very good question. And when we started this administration, when I came into my role now just over 2 years ago, we knew we were facing some headwinds. A lot of incredible policies on the books of impacting our right-of-way. Vision Zero, Mobility 2035, Complete Streets, measures really from the past 10 years to improve our streets and their safety and quality of life. Challenge, I think, was delivery a lot of those services. Projects not being delivered on time, not being delivered on budget, certainly downtown, but throughout the city. We are, or really have been, one of the only major cities in the nation that doesn't have a long-term capital infrastructure plan. So looking at how we budget for our capital improvements and our work in the public right-of-way beyond just a single-year budget process to multiple years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. I think the mayor feels strongly that only through a long-term budgeting process will we be able to get through our backlogs in service. Our backlogs for sidewalk repairs, for tree trimming, for repairing our street lights, again, everything in our public right-of-way.
Let's talk a little bit about the fire recovery effort. Something like this, fire recovery, it takes a village. You're working with state, federal, as well as city groups. How's that going?
It takes a village, it takes a metropolis, right? to extend that metaphor even further. Very, I think, excited, and I know the mayor and all partners are proud of the fact that we are undertaking the fastest recovery in modern California history, ahead of schedule on more or less, I think, every front. We're at today about 1,300 parcels or lots that have been cleared of debris, months ahead of schedule. The Army Corps of Engineers, I know just this week, ramped up from 89 crews to 95 crews, moving at a clip of 40 parcels per day, which is getting them on track to remove debris before the end of the summer. Again, record-breaking time. In tandem with that, we just had earlier this week, the mayor was out in the Palisades to celebrate breaking ground on a couple of properties that have already secured permits and are rebuilding their homes right now. Just yesterday, she was at the rec center, which we know is the cultural heart, you might say, of the Palisades community, standing hand in hand with Steadfast LA and the Lakers to put forth a vision for rebuilding and really reimagining the rec center. And so on really every front, the work is moving swiftly.
Well, Randall, thank you so much for joining us today. So glad to have you on. You have a couple websites you'd like to share with folks at home?
I do, and thank you again. So first, the mayor's website, where you can learn more all about the mayor's activities, press releases, what we're up to across the city. That's mayor.lacity.gov. And then second, the recovery, and that is recovery.lacity.gov.
Very good. We have those up for folks to see and access. Again, thanks, Randall, for coming in. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
In this week's Things to Do, enjoy the 3rd Annual Women's Career and Wellness Expo. Catch a community movie screening at the Campo de Cahuenga Museum. And celebrate famed Chicano photographer Luis C. Garza at the Central Library. All this up next on Things to Do.
Join the Los Angeles Department of Water and Power for its 3rd annual Women's Career and Wellness Expo on Saturday, May 3rd. From helicopters to heavy equipment to pole climbing, visitors will get a hands-on look at the varied day-to-day work of LADWP staff. See dozens of career booths from different divisions and learn all about the jobs and benefits, including health plans, tuition reimbursement, and retirement plans. Enjoy exercise workouts, meal prep demos, and wellness info on site. This family-friendly event is open to all and features kids' activities. Head to the LADWP Truesdale Training Center for the Women's Career and Wellness Expo on Saturday, May 3rd from 10 a.m. For more information, visit ladwp.com/events. Enjoy a free community movie screening at the Campo de Cahuenga Museum on Saturday, May 3rd. Join the Department of Recreation and Parks for the historic film Salt of the Earth, first screened in 1954. Based on the true story, Salt of the Earth shows the everyday life and struggles of workers in a New Mexico zinc mine. The movie was cast with a mix of actors and real people from the era, and the story remains relevant today. Let the museum know you're coming on Eventbrite and enjoy this community screening along with free popcorn and beverages. Salt of the Earth movie is on Saturday, May 3rd at 12:30 p.m. For more information, visit culture.lacity.gov/events. Join the Los Angeles Public Library for an afternoon celebrating the work of Luis C. Garza, the acclaimed Chicano photographer. Enjoy the screening of a short film about Garza and his work. This will be followed by a discussion with Garza before he signs copies of his latest photography book. The library will also host a reception to officially open an exhibition of Garza's photography on view until July this year. Join LA's Public Library at the Central Library for The Other Side of Memory, photographs by Luis C. Garza, on Saturday, May 3rd at 2 p.m. For more information, visit lapl.org/events. And that's a look at some things to do.
And that's all for this week. I'm Susan Huckle, and from all of us here at LA This Week, thank you so much for joining us. Remember that you can watch us online anytime at lacityview.org. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, X, and YouTube. See you next time for more LA This Week.
Did you know the average LA resident uses about 89 gallons of water each day? Challenge yourself to conserve. Turning off the faucet when you brush saves up to 10 gallons of water. Taking a 5-minute or less shower saves up to 15 gallons of water. Washing only full loads of laundry saves up to 30 gallons of water. And fixing a running toilet can save up to 50 gallons of water. Keep it in mind all day, every day. It's water conservation the LA way.
Welcome to Everybody, and welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of your Los Angeles City Council here in the Van Nuys City Hall. Today is Friday, the 25th day of April in 2025. My name is Marquis Aristosen. I serve as president of this council. Public comment will be taken in this chamber for this morning's meeting. Mr. Clerk, if we can begin our proceedings by calling the roll.
Blumenfield, Harris, Dawson, Hernandez, Hutt, Gerardo, Lee, McOsker, Nazarian, Padilla, Park, Price, Raman, Rodriguez, Soto, Martinez, Yaroslavsky, 13 members present, and a quorum, Mr. President.
All right, first order of business.
Approval of the minutes of April 23rd, 2025.
Councilmember Raman moves. Councilmember Hutt seconds. What's next?
Commendatory resolutions for approval.
Councilmember Padilla moves. Councilmember McOsker seconds. What's next?
Mr. President, there is a request to hold items 10 and 11 on the desk.
All right, without objection, that'll be the order.
Item 1 is an item notice for public hearing. Items 2 through 16 are items for which public hearings have been held. The committee reports for items 10, 12, 14, 15, and 16 have been submitted and are online under their respective council file. Item number 13 was continued in committee, so it will need to be sent back to the Housing and Homelessness Committee for further consideration.
All right. Specials members. Councilmember Jurado.
Thank you, Council President. I have an amendment for item 1 that will circulate shortly.
All right. Councilmember McOsker.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. I'd actually like to continue both items 4 and 7. We can either continue them to a date certain, or I can work with your office to have them come back on a day that's acceptable when staff is available and ready.
Okay. Mr. Clerk.
So we will need to identify a date to continue to. 30 days will be Tuesday, May 27th.
Perfect. Okay. Councilmember Yaroslavsky.
Thank you, Council President. I ask that we move item 6, the BNF report for item 6.
All right. Councilmember Lee.
Mr. President, can we hold item number 10 for amendments from Councilmember Blumenfield?
All right. Blumenfield from Council District 3 on that item. Any other specials? Councilmember Park? No? Okay. All right. Seeing no other specials, Mr. Clerk, what's available for us to vote on at this time?
The council may now vote on items 2 and 3, 5, 8, 9, and 12.
All right. Let's open the roll on those items. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
Whoa. All right. All right, what's next?
Mr. President, seeing that how Councilmember Price is not here, we could the council can actually vote on items 14 through 16.
All right. Items 14 through 16. Mr. Price is absent. Let's open the roll, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
12 ayes.
All right, what's next?
Before the council is item 11, which was held on the desk. The council can act on it if Councilmember Nazarian.
Item number 11, Councilmember Nazarian. Yeah, all right, we can open the roll. All right, let's open the roll on item number 11, close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes, 1 no.
All right, what's next?
I believe the council may now move on to presentations.
All right. Thank you so much for that. We've got a lot of exciting presentations for today, which will begin with the recognition of Fiesta Broadway by Council District 14.
Por favor, todas las personas aquí por Fiesta Broadway, ven. Oh, okay.
But Lisa was going to introduce him anyway.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna bring you the present. One second.
Okay, so should we do it now or should we wait?
I think we'll just go ahead.
Okay. Okay. All right. Buenos dias, everyone. Today we're here to celebrate something truly special. Oh, ¿está bien, officer? Okay. Today we're here to celebrate something truly special, Fiesta Broadway. Our city's largest Cinco de Mayo celebration and one of the biggest cultural festivals in the United States. For more than 3 decades, Fiesta Broadway has brought thousands of Angelinos to downtown Los Angeles to commemorate not only the Battle of Puebla, but also connect with and celebrate the vibrant energy, bold creativity, and unwavering resilience of our beloved Latino community. And let me tell you, I am so excited for this year's celebration. We're rolling out the red carpet for renowned singer, songwriter, and really music royalty over here, the one and only Natalia Jimenez, who we're crowning as La Reina de Fiesta Broadway 2025. The live performance don't stop there. From the legendary Jorge Muniz to fan favorites like Conjunto Azabache, Carmen Jara, Alex Rivera, Conjunto Nueva Ola, and rising stars like Mia Marcela, Catalaya Garcia, and the Wen Dolls, Fiesta Broadway will showcase musical talent across generations. We'll have a classic card show, lucha libre wrestling, and let's not forget the delicious food. But Fiesta Broadway isn't just about the stars on the stage. It's about our families, our shared traditions, and the opportunity to celebrate our city's rich cultural heritage while exploring the historic Broadway corridor. Today, I am joined by Luis Medina of Uno Productions, the creatives behind Fiesta Broadway, the Honorable Carlos Gonzalez Gutierrez, Consul General of Mexico in Los Angeles, and the iconic Natalia Jimenez, crowned this year's Reina de Fiesta Broadway. So with that, I want to hand it off to Luis Medina to tell us more about what we can look forward to on Sunday.
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you very much. Thank you, Consul Isabel Jurado. Good morning, Consul President. It is an honor to be here today and to greet you and all the amazing council members who represent the different districts that make up this great city of Los Angeles. A very special thank you to Council Member Isabel Jurado from District 14. Your support and help has been and means so much to us. We are gathered here today to recognize an event that belongs to the people, Fiesta Broadway, a free and family-friendly celebration that has brought joy to our community for 32 years in Los Angeles. It has been possible thanks to support of so many local corporations, local businesses, media outlets, community leaders, and of course, the city of Los Angeles. Fiesta Broadway is more than just a festival. It is about bringing people together through music, food, culture, and community. And it will not be possible without the ongoing support of the city leaders. This year, we are proud to welcome an incredible lineup of artists who will be performing for our community. Among them, Víctor Florencio, el Niño Prodigio, Conjunto Azabache, Alex Rivera, Mía, la niña Mía Marcela, Juanito el Millonzuki, Chaparro Schwarzenegger, la niña Cataleya Garcia, and led by an amazing Spanish artist with a Mexican heart who has shared her voice and passion with Latinos everywhere, Natalia Jimenez. Before inviting Natalia to say a few words, I would like to welcome someone and very special leader who has also joined us in supporting this celebration of Fiesta Broadway, the Consul General of Mexico in Los Angeles, Ambassador Carlos González Gutiérrez. Thank you for being with us today and for joining this celebration to our Reina Natalia Jiménez. Ambassador, welcome.
Muchísimas gracias, Luis. I'm going to start with a few words in Spanish and then I'm going to switch into English. Le quiero agradecer mucho a la concejal del Distrito 14, Isabel Jurado, a todo el concilio que nos reciban el día de hoy y particularmente a mis amigos Luis Medina y Abraham Contreras por haberme dado la oportunidad de compartir esta experiencia tan especial.
Yes, I would like to thank Council District 14's Representative Isabel Jurado, as well as the rest of you, Council, and Luis Medina and Abraham also for giving me the opportunity.
Se trata de un festival callejero, Fiesta Broadway, que se realiza, al menos así en sus orígenes y así ha sido a lo largo de todas estas décadas, con motivo o alrededor de la celebración del 5 de mayo.
And it is a street festival that has to do in its cultural origins after all these decades, a celebration of Cinco de Mayo, May 5th.
Comenzó en 1990 para celebrar nuestras tradiciones, pero ha ido evolucionando, sobre todo como una fiesta para celebrar nuestro multiculturalismo, la diversidad que hace fuerte a Los Ángeles.
It started out in 1990 as a celebration of all traditions, but it has evolved past that into a party, a festival that celebrates the rich cultural diversity of the city of Los Angeles.
Compartimos entre todos una herencia cultural muy rica, un idioma que nos conecta y valores profundamente enraizados en nuestra familia de solidaridad y de lucha por el futuro.
We share a rich cultural heritage. We have inherited a rich cultural heritage. We are also unified by language. We also value standing with our family in solidarity and union.
Now more than ever, it is incumbent upon us to raise our voice, to build bridges of understanding, and to defend and protect the rights of our immigrants, our cultures, and our aspirations. And that's why I think that there cannot be a better queen than Natalia Jiménez. Muchas gracias.
And now I'd like to introduce the incomparable Natalia Jiménez.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm going to try to do this bilingual so everybody understands. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very grateful to all of you. Thank you so much for considering me as the queen of Fiesta Broadway. I know this has been a long time tradition here in LA, and for me to be a part of it means so much to me, especially because of my ties to Mexico and the Latin community. Yo he podido vivir en México muchísimos años, también he vivido aquí en Estados Unidos, entonces entiendo perfectamente lo que es para todos los latinos el migrar, el venir aquí a Estados Unidos y buscar nuevas oportunidades, ¿no?
I have lived in Mexico for a very long time and also here in the United States, so I understand what it's like to immigrate from another country and seek out opportunities.
And I really appreciate that you guys consider me as the queen of Fiesta Broadway this year. I know that you guys have been doing this for over 30 years, and this is just an example of how tight the Latin community is, especially in these difficult times. And I'm very proud of all of you for the fights that you have endured to get here to where you are. So, muchas gracias por invitarme. Estoy muy emocionada por llegar ya este domingo y cantarles a todos ustedes. Y pues nos vemos este domingo para celebrar nuestra hispanidad y nuestra lengua española. Muy bonito.
Thank you so much
Los
for
quiero.
inviting me for this festival on Sunday. I'm very proud and very happy to be given this opportunity, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Thank you very much.
And thanks to the translator.
All right. And I'd like to present Natalia with a certificate from the city celebrating your reign for this year.
¡Qué bonito! Thank you, guys. This is so beautiful. Thank you. Muchas gracias.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Jurado. I can't see any speakers on the queue, but I'm not sure if this is working, so just wave at me if you want to speak.
Ahí está. Por allá también. Ahí está, listo. Muchas gracias, de verdad. A la derecha, a la derecha. Bueno, en mi izquierda esa. No, yo con la dislexia, hija. Ahí está, muchas gracias. Por allá un poquito. Ahí está, para ellos también.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Jurado, for bringing this festival and honoring this incredible artist. Thank you, Ms. Jimenez, for being here. Thank you to everyone who's involved with this event. Thank you to everyone who's in the audience. Next, I'd like to welcome up Councilmember Blumenfield, who will be honoring the work of the UMCR.
I like the way you guys have it laid out. Very cool. Yeah.
Come on in.
Welcome, members. Please assemble. Get closer, get closer, get closer to that podium.
You ready? All right. How are you doing?
Very good. How you doing? Good.
Take it away, council members.
We're a team on this stuff. Yes. Teamwork makes a dream. All right. Thank you. Friends, colleagues, as former council president Herb Wesson often used to say, it's not about me, it's about we. I say this because back in 2020, I, along with then Council President Herb Wesson, our current Council President Marquise Harris Dawson, Councilmember Price, we introduced a motion to develop an unarmed model of crisis response that would divert nonviolent calls for service and deploy specialized teams to respond to an incident. And today, we stand here with our unarmed model of crisis response teams as we complete 1 year of service.
Yeah.
To get here, we had to fund nonprofit partners and city staff to do the work. It also took the work of Councilmember Monica Rodriguez in Public Safety Committee, Councilmember Hernandez, and Raman's strong advocacy for alternative response in the city, and so many of you around the Horseshoe who really dug in to make this happen. This really has been a group effort and has been something that the council as a whole has been pushing for. And I'm proud of the work this council has accomplished. And we also know UMCR is a program Mayor Bass and her Office of Community Safety also strongly supports. We all know that we need to have multiple ways to deal with crises, and that an unarmed crisis response is a really important part of our city's approach to dealing with crises in the city. So we're here today to celebrate and recognize the work of our UMCR partners. And before we do, I want to turn the mic over to my partner on the committee and my partner in pushing for this, Councilwoman Eunice Hernandez.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Blumenfield, and it's been an honor to be able to move this work with you now that I'm a part of council. Good morning, everyone. Today we celebrate a milestone, 1 year of proving that leading with care, appropriate responders, and evidence-based programming works. For decades, our communities, especially Black, brown, low-income, and unhoused neighbors, have been met with armed responses during moments of crisis. The outcome, escalation, trauma, and sometimes, yes, death. Today, the unarmed model of crisis response is saving lives and saving money. But this model wasn't born in City Hall. It was born in community, out of urgency. It was demanded by people who refused to accept violence as a price of safety. So to every Angelino who organized, testified, marched, and dared to dream of alternatives, this milestone belongs to you. As the co-chair of the Ad Hoc Committee on Unarmed Crisis Prevention and Intervention, I look forward to continuing to push the City of LA towards reimagining public safety and enhancing our ecosystem of community safety responders. To my colleague and co-chair, Councilmember Blumenfield, thank you for your partnership, for your leadership, and for believing that investing in systems of care is worth it, and for your leadership on this issue for many years. I know that the Horseshoe has been around, a part of that work, but it's been under your leadership. And so you have been doing it from the inside for a long time, and I've been doing it from the outside for a long time as a community advocate, but it's just great to finally put it together. And I just want to uplift a couple of facts. I'm not sure if you all know, but some important facts about UMCR is that average on-scene response cost is $35. That is what it costs. They have responded to over 6,000 calls in their 1 year, and 4% have they needed to call for LAPD backup or backup from other teams. Those are phenomenal numbers. Those are financially responsible numbers, and those are numbers that keep us from getting additional liabilities. And so a huge shout out to the leadership of the UMCR program. You have just created something that is like a perfect tailored shoe for the city of LA. And that's why I think it's been doing such a great job, because we've learned from other places, but you've built it for Los Angeles, so thank you. And to our providers, Penny Lane Centers, Alcott Center for Mental Health, and Exodus Recovery, Inc., thank you so much for your leadership and for proving to folks that there are people out here who are brave enough to answer those calls. This is what it looks like. It looks like community, responding to community, so thank you for your bravery and leadership. The trust you've built, the lives you've touched, and the trauma you've helped prevent will have a lasting impact. Thank you so much. So now let's celebrate this work, this moment, and then let's get back to work and help institutionalize the unarmed crisis response model across the city of LA. Now I will hand it over to my colleague, Councilmember Rahman from the 4th District. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much. I just wanted to say, having been here not in 2020 when the first calls for unarmed response came in, but really having been grateful to partner with council members Blumenfield and Rodriguez, and now with so many of you around the Horseshoe to move this program forward, it has been really remarkable to see it take shape. The stats that you shared, Councilmember Hernandez, are remarkable. The savings to the city when we send out the right person for that call for help, when we send out the people who are going to be able to bring to people in need what they need at that moment, is really a wonderful, wonderful thing. And I'm so grateful to both of you for lifting this up today and for your chairmanship in the committee to make sure that this kind of work is funded and supported by the city of Los Angeles going forward. Thank you to both of you, and thank you to everybody who is involved in this remarkable program. You are brave, you are thoughtful, you are compassionate, and you bring to Angelinos what they're looking for in their moment of need. And it is really awe-inspiring to watch, so thank you all.
Thank you, and Council Assistant Pro Tem, if there's any other members who wish to speak, otherwise I'll turn it over to the CA. If we have any other members on the queue, and then,
Yes,
then I'll turn it over to the UMCR.
There are multiple members on the queue, so I want to call on Council President Harris Dawson.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair, and thank you, Chairpersons Hernandez and Blumenfeld, for bringing this presentation and letting us see the faces and feel the energy of the people that do this very important work for us. I cannot express to you, I know you all see this every day, but I want to talk about it in public. In my district and across the city, I've lost count of the number of families who call me and say, my son, my nephew, my neighbor, someone's having an episode, and the last thing I want to do is hear sirens and shiny metal and guns and all the kinds of things that come with our traditional public safety, which is appropriate for lots of things. Because a lot of times, without anybody doing anything out of sorts, that can escalate the situation as opposed to de-escalate the situation. And so, but at the same time, they need someone to call because they need help in that moment. And you all are the people that show up and help them. And so I just wanted to make sure I stood up and could bear witness to the value of your work. There's a financial value, there's a social value, but also there's just a community cohesion value that you all provide, letting communities know there's someone they can call in the situation and get the person that can actually help with the problem that they're facing. Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much, Councilmember. Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Real quick, Council President, I think we would be remiss if we didn't uplift this, but this ad hoc committee is only existing because you created it. It's under your leadership that now we have the space to do this work, so thank you for that.
Wonderful. Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Thanks so much, Ms. President. And thank you so much to our wonderful co-chairs, Councilmember Blumenfeld and Hernandez. And yes, absolutely, thank you so much for your leadership, Council President, on this. You know, I had the pleasure of eating a donut and hanging out with you guys earlier today. And I said a few words I just want to repeat publicly. I was there with my colleague from the Valley, Mr. Nazarian. Although I represent the 13th district, I spent a large part of my life in the 9th district. And if you live where I live or work where I grew up, you know how you experience public safety. It was not what I would describe as a modern way of giving folks the things that they need from the city, which many of the things were described by Council President Harris Dawson. And these new models were things that I learned in college when I went to UC Irvine and studying criminology and political science, looking at different models of how we can provide public safety without having to sacrifice the needs of the community. And so what y'all are doing it's innovative, it's creative, and it's bringing our city into a modern form of government. To get really wonky, it's really what we're doing. And it's a win-win-win for everybody. It's better for taxpayers. It's better for our police officers so they can focus on things that they actually, deserve their attention. And we're meeting people's needs where they're at. We need to have different tools. And so I'm glad for every work that you do, but that is done by your work. Every single call, every single interaction, every day that you show up to work, that is moving our society forward, is moving our government forward. And so I just want to really thank you for all the work that you do. And I can't wait for a day where this is across the city of Los Angeles and people can call 911 and not be afraid that there will be unintended consequences and that we'll meet people's needs in an appropriate manner. And so just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything that you do and keep up the amazing work.
Thank you. Mr. Nazarian.
Thank you very much. I echo the sentiments of my colleague from East Hollywood. As government carries out its role and function of providing services, the challenges that we faced 100 years ago, 50 years ago, have become even more complicated over time. As populations grow, challenges diversify. And you can't address all of these issues the same way that we've done so in the past. And so you need to evolve with the times also and provide the services that are necessary. So I very much appreciate what you all are doing. And I just wanted to conclude by saying that next year, when we're celebrating your work again, I'm going to also want to include the San Fernando Valley Mental Health Center here with all of you once they get to work and start their work in CD2. because, as you guys were doing this in the city council, when I was back in the state legislature, I had started working on this issue as well to carve out some funding to make sure that this important work gets done as well. So I'm looking forward to having them join you as well next year so that we collaborate very well together and we pass on best practices to one another. Thank you very much for doing this. Thank you for your leadership.
Thank you, Mr. Nazarian. And seeing no other speakers, I want to turn it back to our presenters.
Great, thank you. I next want to turn it over to our CAO UMCR team, who will introduce our honorees. So if Vanessa Willis, Andre Herndon can come up.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Vanessa Willis. I'm with the CAO, the Office of the City Administrative Officer, and I am the Program Manager for the UMCR program. And I'm going to have the pleasure of introducing a few of our crisis responders to speak this morning. First, I want to acknowledge the organizations. We're joined today by Penny Lane Centers, and Exodus Recovery, and finally, Alcott Center. So I'll call our first speaker up, Ebony Morgan from Exodus Recovery.
I really appreciate that this space was carved out for our team today. For all of UMCR, we have put our heart and souls into coming up with something that we have the proof and do believe is really meeting the needs of Angelenos. And as someone not from Los Angeles, but who came here to share my expertise in development and make sure you got what you were looking for, a crisis response team that was capable, that was safe, that was effective, right? And it's the team of people that have come together to make this happen that have made it what it is. And I'm really, really proud to be a part of it. I am proud to help continue developing it. And one of the responders from the Exodus team, Kiera, had some things she was going to say in my place.
Thank you. Oh, wow. So I can just call and request your services, like any time of day or night. That's definitely something I'll keep in mind. While we might be met with some initial skepticism because, let's be real, we don't actually look like what you anticipate when you call 911 for assistance. More often than not, we actually end up met with these sentiments of gratitude and appreciation for the work that we do when we show up upon the completion of the calls. And for individuals that may have historically been hesitant to receive services or seek any kind of assistance, that carries a lot of weight. Hi, my name is Kiera Long. I am a crisis intervention specialist, and I have seen firsthand the value that comes from meeting a person where they're at rather than where we expect them to be. I have been with the Unarmed Model of Crisis Response program since we officially launched in March of 2024. In that time, I've been dispatched to over 200 calls, and I work night shift, so we've seen a lot. We've seen the good sides of LA, the not so good sides of LA, and definitely the more interesting sides of LA. I grew up personally in South LA, so I know firsthand just how vital a program like this is. Let's go save a life. That is oftentimes a sentiment that my partners and I will exchange between one another as we're grabbing our keys and our radios and heading out on a call we just got dispatched to. Whether that call turns out to be someone requesting help, planning their 40th block party, which, yes, that was a real call, one of my first calls actually, or that call is convincing someone who's ready to end their lives not to run into oncoming traffic. Also, a very real, very regular call for us. We approach every call with the same level of concern, the same level of importance. Every member of our community deserves a chance, an opportunity for their voice to be heard. So thank you all for giving us the space and allowing us the opportunity to provide that space for our community members. Thank you.
Good morning. I would like to next invite Azad Abed Stephen up to speak, if he's over here.
Hi guys, my name is Azad. I'm with the Penny Lane team. I have to read notes, otherwise I will go off the rails. I'm here also representing Night Shift, and it does feel like a personal attack to be here at 9 a.m. But we're getting through it. Some of us have been working for like 20 hours, been awake, so it's not working, but been awake. Anyway, but we're here because we believe in this program. 20 years ago, if this program was here, you would be responding to me on Reseda, probably without pants on. And, you know, jokes aside, I love being part of the change that's happening in our community. I just want to tell you guys about an example of a story. Me and my coworker Melissa responded to a combat veteran who was suffering from schizophrenia, living on a sidewalk for 4 days, and the neighbors around him were very angry. They lived in very nice homes and had very small children. And to be fair, his behaviors were kind of scary. He was yelling and hating himself very loudly. And they tried everything to get rid of this man. They tried threatening him. They tried yelling at him. They tried even lying to the police in front of us about how violent he was. And he still wouldn't do what they wanted. Go figure. One man even got in his face yelling, thinking that if the veteran swung at him first, it would solve the problem. We're trying to de-escalate, and then neighbors start coming out of their houses to escalate the situation. If you've ever dealt with psychotic patients before, you know that subcommunication is everything. It's not what you say, but the energy you bring to how you say it. And when I got to talking to this individual, he thought he was the security guard for this street, and he couldn't understand why these people were being so mean to him. After this neighbor was yelling at him and venting his frustration, there was a moment that happened as we were mediating this. He stopped being angry and started to realize that this was a sick person, and he was responding in a very sick way, and empathy grew. UMCR, he could see past the imaginary danger that he built up this person to be in his mind and actually see the reality of the situation. UMCR gives us the opportunity to intervene in the system in the here and now, helping not only recipients that are sick, but the businesses and the community at large that have become sick, adapting to an impossible situation. Any of you guys in the trenches understand quickly, yeah, people are mentally ill. Yeah, they're doing drugs, but so much of the nastiness is not in a recipient's behaviors, but in society's response to people with disability. It's in these small opportunities that we get a chance to make a little bit of change and teach people how to be neighbors. And if your brother, mother, friend is out there on the street in crisis, I hope UMCR is out there with some pants for them. Thank you.
From Alcott, I would like to invite Ashley Yusufu to come up and speak.
Okay, good morning, everyone. My name is Ashley. I am here speaking in representation for the Alcott Center. As one of the 4 coordinators on our team. Imagine a city where mental health crises are met with sirens, handcuffs, but instead with compassion. Understanding real, lasting solutions. That vision isn't just a dream, it's become our reality. Right here in Los Angeles. Since the launch of the Unarmed Crisis Response Team, the pilot program did start in March 2024. I have been here since then, and it is grown, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And through that transformation, our results have, we've had over 6,000 calls have been diverted from the police to unarmed crisis response. with 96% resolved without law enforcement, and that says a lot in itself. Through consistent engagement, we facilitated an increase in housing placements for individuals experiencing homelessness, connecting them to shelters, connecting them to case management, and providing them with solutions. We're not just leaving them and saying goodbye, we're providing them with solutions. By addressing crises without force, we've contributed to a decrease in violent outcomes, enhancing safety for both community members and our officers. Financially, the program is a prudent investment. The UMCR annual budget is approximately $14 million, a fraction of the $3.4 billion allocated to the LAPD. This approach not only saves taxpayers dollars, but also reallocates the resources to where they are most effective. No sirens, no handcuffs, no citations today. Just a whole lot of compassion and a little bit of sunshine. We are part of a history in the making. We are demonstrating that empathy and care can be redefined through public safety. We are building a Los Angeles where every individual in crisis is met with the support they deserve. We are rewriting that public safety looks like. We are transforming systems, and in doing so, we are saving lives. This is the future of mental health response in LA, and I couldn't be more blessed to be a part of it, and I thank you for your time today.
We have a few certificates here to give out. Kiana? Helen Rigg? Vanessa Willis? Yeah. Andre? Alcott. Who wants to be the rep for Alcott? All right. Exodus. Who's going to take Exodus? All right. And Penny Lane. All right. We'll do a little photo here and then.
Thank you again to Council Members Hernandez and Blumenfield for bringing this, and thank you to all of you for your work. Congratulations.
Thank you, unarmed response.
Thank you.
All right.
Woo! Let's give them a huge round of applause. Really, really remarkable work. I want to invite up to the podium now Councilmember Nazarian for our next presentation. Welcome, Councilmember. I'm sorry, Councilmember, if you could just hold for a second. To the individual who's speaking in the audience, sergeants, if you could help me identify them. This is your first and final warning. If you continue to disrupt the meeting, you will be asked to leave. Thank you.
So, Madam Chair, I believe it's, yes, the guy who just raised his thumbs up with the beard and the black polo shirt, I believe, on our right-hand side of the council chambers.
Sir, you've been warned. You've been warned. Councilmember Nazarian, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Council President. Thank you, colleagues. Colleagues, I rise to remember and observe the 110th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide. But an honest discussion about the genocide will not be complete without addressing what's been happening in Artsakh the past 5 years. The following list of individuals are currently being detained illegally in a prison in Azerbaijan for nothing more than being Armenian and defending their families and homeland. Colleagues, if you can indulge me, I'd like to read the list of all 24 names because they need to be heard. David Babayan, Arkady Rugasyan, Araik Harutyunyan, David Ishkhanyan, David Manukyan, Levon Menatsakanyan, Bako Sahakyan, Ruben Vartanyan, David Alaverdian, Madat Babayan, Levon Balayan, Rashid Beglarian, Vasily Beglarian, David Davitian, Viken Yulejikian, Eric Gazarian, Vagif Khachataryan, Alyosha Khosrovian, Garik Martirosyan, Ludwig Mugurtyan, Melikset Pashayan, Gurgen Stepanyan, and Gevorg Sujian. One of the names I read, former President Bako Sahakyan addressed this very body and received a state luncheon at the Getty House back in 2011 with then Mayor Antonio Viragosa. The first name I read, David Babayan, was in our City Hall chambers just 3 years ago, sitting at the very desk that we conduct our business at. And he had this message for us. If we can have the video play now.
We are not only struggling for our future, for the lives of our children, we are also on the front line of the struggle between democracy and totalitarian regimes, between kind and evil. Our victory will be the victory of justice. It will be your victory too.
He spoke those words in front of our body just a few years ago. He's now deteriorating in a prison. And you don't even know what the charges are. The international world and community does not even know what the charges are, why they're being detained. No one's even asking a question. No one's asking any questions. A genocide took place shortly after he was here by wiping out all 120,000 Armenians living on lands that they've been toiling and working on for the past 3,000 years, where my family from my father's side comes from. All were wiped out. All were forced out. Either some were killed during the war and after, the rest were all driven out. All this is happening because Azerbaijan, a petrostate that's supplying oil to the rest of the world, can't be bothered. We feel comfortable in using their cheap oil. That's why we will allow them to do this, all in the name of cheap oil. Fact is that this absolute dictator right now, this country has been ruled by a monarchy. In fact, the current president was a playboy prince who was recalled from Europe to take the place of his dictator father when he was on his last legs, to the point where this current president has even appointed his wife to be vice president, and they call themselves a democracy. And yet the rest of the world is fine with all of this. So when this dictator drove the Armenian population of Artsakh from the land where they had lived for over 3,000 years, the world looked on, all in exchange for their oil. So how many times do the same leaders say never again when speaking of genocides of the past while closing their eyes to genocide in the present? If you love humanity, if you have a moral compass, if the words never again are going to mean anything, it's up to people like us, to you, to me, to speak out. Not last time, not next time, this time. 110 years ago, the Ottoman Empire tried to wipe the Armenian people off the face of the earth. It was a systematic murder. At that time, the word genocide had not been coined yet. Women were raped. Individuals were murdered in mass executions, herded into buildings to be burned alive. There wasn't the sophistication of gas chambers yet. Families and children were driven into the desert without food and water. We will never know the real numbers, but at minimum, 1.5 million people died at the hands of the Ottoman government. Its successor, the Republic of Turkey, has never acknowledged that these events took place, even though they were witnessed by the whole world, including our own very ambassador at the time of the United States, Mr. Henry Morgenthau, who extensively wrote about this. The survivors of that genocide scattered throughout Europe, America, and the Middle East. Wherever they went, they overcame their grief and loss through hard work, forgetting and leaving the trauma behind by constantly working through it. So they worked, they rebuilt, they made major contributions to the societies they lived in, as artists, as scientists, as public servants, and entrepreneurs. So colleagues, on this day, and every year forward from this point on that I have the privilege of serving here, I want to honor the achievements of these very individuals, the descendants of the murdered victims, the descendants of the survivors who struggled and rebuilt their lives. Our generation is not one of a victim, and I will only be focusing on pushing ahead. So here in LA, we live in the capital of the international film industry. Armenians have contributed to this industry from the very beginning, from the pioneering director Ruben Mamoulian to the Armenian actors whose identities were hidden oftentimes behind other names or pseudonyms and other characters. This year, for the first time, the Academy Award for Best Picture went to a movie where Armenian actors played Armenian characters speaking in Armenian. That film, Honora, is the work of an author and director whose every film shows that no picture of American life is complete without including the immigrant experience. We have two of the actors. It's an honor and pleasure to have two of the actors from that film join us today. I've asked them to say a few words about what appearing in this year's Best Picture means to them. Karen Karagulian has collaborated with Honora director Sean Baker in every one of his films, and Vache Tomasian, who made his second American film appearance in Honora, is a well-known star of film and television in Armenia. On behalf of the city of Los Angeles, I've invited them to be here to be recognized for their achievements, not just as individuals, but as examples of Armenian accomplishment in every field. Karen Karagulian and Vache Tomasian, thank you for being here.
Thank you so much. I'm truly honored and humbled for this recognition, to receive this recognition today. Being part of Honora, which has a film which has so much Armenian representation in it, and share our culture on that grand stage as Oscars is a dream come true moment. I want to say thank you, everyone, for this recognition. Thank you, Council President, Council members, and of course, Council Member Edwin Nazarian for this. This is truly inspiring and motivating me and us to continue work and telling story and celebrate our heritage. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I'm not going to repeat what Mr. Tomasian said. Couldn't have been better said. And I want to say that how much we're thankful and how honored we are to be here. And I want to thank Mr. Nazarian for having us here. Thank you. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you to both of you, and thank you for making the time. I know you're catching a flight to New York in a couple of hours, and you came here to be with us today. Have a small token of appreciation from the city of Los Angeles, and thank you for being the trailblazer, at least with my administration, to continue this forward. And for however long I'm in office, and I'm committing this to both of you here as well, I'm going to be highlighting different folks, because every time we demonstrate that we're no longer victims, but we achieved success by surviving and by living. That's what's important. Thank you all very much for this.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Nazarian. And before you begin your photographs, there's a couple of other members on the queue, or maybe after the photographs. Councilmember Soto Martinez. We'll give them a minute. Councilmember Soto Martinez.
Yes, thank you so much, Madam President. Councilmember Nazarian, I just want to thank you for bringing this esteemed guest here today. As a council member that represents Little Armenia, in the last few years, I've gotten to learn so much from my constituents. President Emeritus Krikorian would always talk about the subject, and I hope that we can continue to be partners on this issue. And I really appreciated how you framed this this day. I think oftentimes it's led with so much tragedy and sadness, but you are correct. It's a story of resilience, of people who've persevered and continue to accomplish so much. And you're an example of that, and the people you have here are an example of that. And as I said to you privately, one of my favorite quotes, right, is that the revenge of the Armenian community will be the laughter of your children. And so when I visit Pilibos and I see those wonderful, beautiful children laughing and playing, it reminds me of the resilience and the perseverance of your community. So thank you so much for remembering us today. Thank you.
Councilmember Padilla.
Well, I want to start off by thanking Councilmember Adrien Nazarian for bringing this together. I've always said that as somebody who grew up in the San Fernando Valley, you make a lot of Armenian friends, right? And when you make a lot of friends, you learn about this experience and this history that your families have gone through, and it infuriates you to know that, this is something that happens in the world. And I've always attended events outside of the city of Los Angeles where I see the Armenian community come together for these days and these moments of remembrance. And I've always told myself we need to do more in the San Fernando Valley. So I was going to talk about it later on today in the announcements about how we're going to be having something here at Van Nuys tomorrow. To discuss this, to elevate this, to remind folks that this is something that we should never forget. Because like you said, if we really want those words to really mean something, then let's be about it. So there's the invitation, but thank you I really appreciate everything you put together for this presentation and elevating where we're at, because it's been a long time. It's been a conversation for a very long time, and hopefully in our lifetime we'll see it get better. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Padilla. Councilmember Blumenfield.
Thank you. Just want to add my voice to the chorus, and thank you, Councilmember Nazarian, for bringing this forward. You've been a champion on this issue for so long. You and I had the pleasure of going to Armenia and to Artsakh together, gosh, like 10 years ago maybe it's been, and the world has changed so much since then. But your resolve and the resolve of the Armenian community has not changed. And I also wanted to reference, you did something great the other day when we were talking about the Holocaust Remembrance Day, how you linked it, that might never have happened if people remembered the Armenian Genocide. And I just wanted to uplift that sentiment again, because all of these genocides are connected in that sense, in that good people look aside and do nothing. At the end of the day, it's not just about the bad people who do these things, but it's about the good people who fail to stop them. So thank you, and thank you for bringing this forward.
Thank you so much. Councilmember Lee.
Thank you, Madam President. Councilor Nazarian, I'll try to put aside about my excitement to meet the two people standing next to you because I love the movie so much. I just appreciate, through the years that I've been on this council, Councilmember Krikorian before you, and now you bringing attention to the Armenian Genocide. People sometimes ask when we do things here in council that we do them on a yearly basis, and I explain to them the importance of that, the importance of shining a light on atrocities that have happened, throughout the world, and why we have to keep talking about it, why we have to keep remembering in that. So I just want to say that I appreciate your efforts on this issue, and always know that you have our support in trying to bring attention to these atrocities, and just want to thank you for your presentation.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Lee. Seeing no other speakers, I want to thank you, Councilmember Nazarian, for bringing this presentation forward. I learned about the Armenian community and about the Armenian Genocide only after I became a council member. I had heard about it, but I really understood the gravity of what had happened only after I joined this body, and it was thanks to the efforts made by then Councilmember Krikorian that helped me gain awareness. And as the representative of a community where I have two big Armenian schools, Ferahian and Encino and Merdinian, and so many Armenian constituents across my entire district, both on the Valley side and on the Hollywood side, your leadership in carrying on this message that this body will never forget, this body will never look away, and for bringing in so many other members of the community who are doing that work. We are really grateful for it, and thank you for your leadership, and thank you for coming in today. Thank you.
Thank you, colleagues, and I couldn't do this without all of your support, so I very much thank and appreciate all of your work on this. Thank you for joining me and echoing the sentiments. Thank you.
Thank you very much. At this time, that is our last presentation. Mr. Clerk, are there any other available items to vote on before we move to public comment?
Yes, Madam President. The council may now take up item 6 to adopt the budget and finance report.
Great. Please open the roll on those items. Close the roll. Tabulate the vote.
13 ayes.
Okay, at this time, I believe we can move on to public comment unless there's any other issues.
So, Madam President, I believe that we were holding item 10 on the desk for an amendment. That amendment has been circulated, but I believe it's going to be called special for comments after public comment.
Okay, we can take that up after public comment. And now, Mr. City Attorney, if you could provide the instructions for public comment.
Yes, of course. To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, please state which of the agenda items you'd like to speak to. On today's agenda, there's only one item that is open for public comment, so you'll have up to 1 minute for that item. When speaking on the agenda item, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the council president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time, and we will move on to the next speaker. The item open for public comment on the agenda is item number 1. Again, the item that is open for public comment on the agenda is item number 1. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to anything within the city's subject matter jurisdiction. I have a couple more announcements if I could have the interpreters make this one aloud to the room. If you require a Spanish language interpreter, please make sure to pause every few sentences so that the interpreters can interpret.
Si ustedes requieren interpretación de español a inglés, por favor no se olviden de dar una pausa después de cada frase para permitir la interpretación.
Don't worry, we will pause your time while the interpreters are interpreting, so you will get the same amount of time as everyone else.
Y no se preocupen, vamos a parar su tiempo para permitir la interpretación, así que van a recibir la misma cantidad de tiempo como los otros comentaristas.
And so just to clarify, because there's only one item for public comment, that item again is number 1, and it is related to the issuing of bonds for the purpose of financing and/or refinancing for the construction, improvement, installation, furnishing, and equipping by the Japanese American National Museum of the museum and ancillary facilities located at 100 North Central Avenue, Los Angeles, California, 90012. So you can have up to 1 minute for that item and up to 1 minute for general public comment. Thank you.
Great. So let's start calling our speakers and moving on.
Hello. Kathy Schreiner, Mark Palisades, Cameron Flanagan, and Robert Zylon.
Good morning, council members. I'm Kathy Schreiner. I'm the president of the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council. Although I'm speaking as an individual, I want to thank you again for coming out to the Valley. It really means a lot to us to have this opportunity to participate and to give comment.
Good morning.
On item number
I
one.
apologize. Which
on item
I-
number 1 and general public comment.
Perfect. So you have
Thank
2
I'm
minutes.
sorry.
We'll do
All right.
1 and 1.
And, I am in support of item number 1. I knew the person who was one of the founders of the Japanese National Museum, American National Museum, and I know how important it is, so I'm really appreciative that this item is on the agenda, and I hope you'll vote for it. And for general public comment?
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. So this is about the budget. You're going to hear it from a lot of neighborhood councils. The mayor's budget proposes to cut our $32,000 annual amount of money to $22,000. Anyway, to cut it by 22%. I'm sorry. And that we already have such a small amount of money, and you may know that neighborhood councils are all made up of volunteers. We use that money to pay for some of the administrative expenses of operating, and also to be able to make some neighborhood purpose grants and community input projects. For instance, this year, our council is trying to help the library, the Van Nuys Branch Library, improve its signage so it'll be easier for the public to find the library. And that's something maybe the department should have done, but they haven't done. And so the neighborhood councils really make good use of the budget, and we hope that you'll pay some attention to that. I also am really sorry that we're not going to be doing tree planting because that's so important. The shade canopy here in the valley is something that really needs to be nurtured. Thank you.
Next speaker.
Next speaker.
So if there are no other speakers lined up, can we have the staff please read?
Could we read more names who have signed up? Speaker, your name and the items you're speaking on.
My name is Mark Palisades. I'm here to talk about Little Tokyo.
Okay, great. You have 1 minute for the item, and if you can take 1 minute for general public comment if you want.
Okay. Good morning, council members. My name is Mark Palisades. I'm a graduate student at University of Southern California. I have a focus in adult mental health and wellness, but today I would like to talk about cultural preservation amidst rising commercial costs in Little Tokyo. In recent years, many small businesses in Little Tokyo have struggled to keep up with
Sorry,
these costs.
I'm just going to interrupt you for 1 moment. If you could bring the microphone a little closer to you, and if I could ask for people to generally be quiet in the chamber so we can hear public commenters, that would be great.
Thank you.
Please continue.
Of course. Over 20 businesses have closed since the pandemic, including businesses like Suhiro Cafe. And these businesses not only play a vital role in the local economy, but in maintaining the cultural fabric of the area. I respectfully ask the council to consider policies or partnership that promote commercial stability in cultural districts, including support like initiatives such as the Little Tokyo Community Impact Fund. Efforts like these can make a meaningful difference in preserving what makes neighborhoods in Little Tokyo unique. I appreciate your time and consideration in this matter.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Next speaker. And if we want to call additional speakers at this time, that would be much appreciated.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General public comment.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Hi, so I'm here to talk about the Riverside Bridge Home Shelter that's located on Riverside Drive and Los Feliz Boulevard. Mrs. Rahman, I would really appreciate your attention because this is in your district. So I want to let you know that the idea that you had in your strategy committee meeting about having property managers and developers go to the Riverside Drive Bridge Home Shelter to let them know available properties in the city when people have vouchers, that they can actually connect with those people directly. That would be one good method that you could implement as a council person. It was an idea brought up in your homeless strategy committee meeting, and I support that. The second thing that I want to talk to you about is that we need more housing navigators at Riverside Bridge Home Shelter because the throughput of that shelter is a near 8%, as you're aware of, Mrs. Rahman. So we want to make sure that we're getting people through the emergency and the interim bridge home shelter so that other people can actually utilize that shelter.
Next speaker.
Before the next speaker begins, I will call more names. Seba, Robert M., Joe C., Christina Flores.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
General comment on homelessness.
Okay, so you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good morning. I'm a resident of Encino since 35 years. Now I moved to Tarzana. Our community experienced a deeply troubling rise in violent crimes, murders, assaults, home invasions, arsons, drug dealings. The situation has become chaotic. People are afraid to leave their homes. People are afraid to stay in their homes also. You have allowed criminal activity to thrive in our community and the neighborhoods. Homeless encampments have become hubs for open drug use and sales. You just need to go and sit there and look at them. You'll see it. It's about 2,000 homeless people die in the streets every year from overdoses and violence. Your policies have brought an estimated 75,000 homeless individuals to the city, and your policies are also taking away money from healthcare, from Social Security, and redirect it to illegals. And this is something you should be ashamed of. You are always united in your activity,
Speaker,
and that's a
your
shame.
time has expired. Next speaker. And while we're waiting for the next speaker, so if you could please, one, wait until your name is called before lining up, and then two, you can line up on your right-hand side of this council room and then exit to your left, and that will help us keep a efficient flow of members of the public who are waiting to speak. Thank you. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Item 1 and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
I'll speak. Item 1, this entire lack of agenda is a perfect example of the incompetence and sleaziness of sleazy Marquise Dawson. Item 1 is a $12 million for Japanese museum rehabilitation when the city is in a $1 billion budget deficit emergency, an ongoing and never-ending homeless epidemic emergency, a $275 billion fire damage emergency, and as always, a corruption emergency. I naturally oppose this motion as is and demand it be modified with language to use at least $10 million of this $12 million to investigate the corruption, gross incompetence, and pay to play antics of the incompetent, sleazy Marquise Dawson and the rest of these clowns, and also to investigate what Dawson and the city council was doing while the city burned to the ground. The city borrowing more money for this museum when the city is broke with no fire trucks is as absurd as Dawson and these clowns giving the LAPD.
General public comment.
General public comment. The LA Council is nothing more than an incompetent criminal enterprise. Due to our incompetent criminal government, the city is $1 billion budget deficit emergency, an ongoing and never-ending homeless epidemic emergency, a $275 billion 6,000 home destroyed fire damage emergency, and as always, a sleazy council corruption emergency. Sleazy, corrupt cowardice, little man Dawson thinks he can put literally nothing on the agenda and run out here to Van Nuys to escape the public. But the coward is wrong. Having literally nothing of these agendas shows exactly what Marquise Dawson is doing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. What was the corrupt little man Dawson party hardy bass and the sleazy council doing while the city burned? Judge Carter has threatened to remove all homeless funds from the control of the city due to the fact that they can't even account for the money, let alone reduce homelessness. Thank you.
Next speaker.
Before the next speaker begins, I will call more names. Candido, Shans Berde, Scott Mandel, Henry Farrell.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I'm an LAPD city employee with EAA membership. Christina Flores for general comments.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
So you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Thank you. I've worked for the city for 12 years, first with Animal Services, then Office of Finance, and now with LAPD as a civilian employee. I just wanted to put a face and a voice to someone who is on the chopping block for layoffs. I wanted to let you know that the office I work for assists other law enforcement agencies with getting reports for assisting them in criminal investigations and prosecutions. Currently, we are very low staffed. We are about a year behind. We are very desperately needing more staff. Also, I urge you to review the Charter Code 1015 regarding layoffs because it only doesn't affect us. If we're displaced from layoffs, it will bump the next person prior roles, which will trickle down all the way to admin clerks and potentially targeted local hire, which I know are just beginning their careers, and this will affect all city departments. And we need all civilian personnel in every city department to assist our communities. Thank you.
Next speaker. Good morning. And which item would you like? Item 1 and general public comment?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Item 1
So
and
you-
item public comment.
You have 1 and 1. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, I want to wish Sean, it's his birthday. I hope you folks will
So,
all give him
Mi-
a big
Mr. Candido,
Shawnee.
if
Sir.
you know the rules here. I'm going to ask you
Yes.
politely, as we've discussed before.
Yes,
Please stick
sir.
to the agenda items first. Then you
Yes,
can go on to
sir.
general
Thank
public
you,
comment.
sir.
Go ahead.
All right, let's. I'm all in favor of item 1, the museum, and I am so proud of Mr. Narzinian. Your speech today, sir, in regards to what's happening in Armenia and the gentlemen that were here.
So,
I
Mr.
was
Candido,
here. I'm
again,
talking
it-
about the museum. The museum.
you're-
I'm all in favor of that, and I'm in favor of what Mr. Narzinian said about what's happening in Armenia.
This is your last warning. Please, you're welcome to talk about
Okay,
that during
so you
general
think
if you'd
I'm
like.
off? All right, let's. I've got 18 seconds for the public comment. I just want to say thank Ms. Padilla for being. This is nice. We waited a long time.
Okay, so I'm
for
going to move you
this.
to general public comment
Okay,
where you
let's
can
go to
talk
him.
about this. It's okay. You have 1 minute.
Where's Mr. McCosker? I was in San Pedro. Mr. McCosker, the people in San Pedro are as nice as you are, sir. I will be there for Memorial Day. You folks have a great community down there. Now, I don't want to invite you up. I don't want to invite you up into Porter Ranch because Reseda from Rinaldi to Cessnon, it's a danger zone. We have the E.T. Park there, and it looks like a disaster zone. Kids are afraid to go there. Mommy, what happened here? Cars wrecked there. Am I going to get killed? Mommy, what's wrong with E.T. Park? When are those issues going to be fixed? It's been going on for a while. And if somebody's trying to get back at me, so be it. I mean, but you're hurting yourself. These are things that need to be fixed within the city. Mr. City Attorney, is that okay? May I leave? Okay, I'm going this way.
Good morning. So, Mr. Candido, again, you're welcome to be here, but please do not disrupt another public commenters. So this is your first and only formal warning. Definitely do not want to have to throw anyone out. So, good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Item 1 in general public comment.
You have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Item number 1, I'm for the museum. I think we should keep the museum open. Number 1, shame on the mayor, cutting a lot of things down. sanitation, tree planting. Shame on you, Karen Bass.
So, would you like to move to general public comment, or do you want to?
I'm doing general public
Oh,
comment.
okay.
Stop
Sorry, you have
interrupting
1
me
minute
before
for.
you
You
get
have,
a
hold on.
lawsuit on
You
your
have 1
hands.
minute for general public comment. Go ahead.
Quit interrupting me before you get a lawsuit on your hands. Shame on you, Karen Bass, for cutting a lot of things out. The sanitation workers, the planting of the trees, and I hope that guy, and the guy was arrested for trimming the trees here in downtown L.A. Yeah, shame on you, Karen Bass. I don't feel sorry for you. I hope you resign.
Thank you. Next speaker, please.
Before the next speaker begins, I will call more names. Lionel Mares, Stacy Cigar Bollinger, Ken M., and Richard Serrano.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Good morning, general public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
So since we're no longer allowed to phone in and participate, some of us only get this once a month opportunity here in Van Nuys. If it's possible, can the agendas be excluding the items that have nothing to do with any of the council districts in the valley? That would help us valley folk that want to hear more about items pertaining to the valley. Another note, there's a water fountain over there that's been out of order for as long as I can remember. If it's possible, can you please fix the water fountain? And happy birthday, Sean.
Good
Item
morning,
number
sir.
1 and general public comment.
Good
Richard
morning.
Serrano.
You have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Can we start his time from the top? Go ahead.
Everyone, Smoke and Scan, thank you for helping me out and paying attention to all these things, and we can rebuttal on this stuff. Mayor Bass, the audacity that you...
So, Speaker, I'm going to ask that you stick to item 1 at the beginning, and then or
I'm
you can move to
speaking
general.
that, sir. Can
okay.
you stop my time? If you're going to talk over me, stop my clock. Can you stop my clock?
Sir, go
I'm
ahead.
talking on it. You're stopping, and you're interrupting my time. 30 seconds now.
Sir, would you like to speak
Can
to
you
the
put it
item?
back to where it was,
you can
50
speak
seconds?
to the item. I'm going to move you to
I
general
was
public
trying
comment.
to, but you interrupted the conversation. Can you put it back to 50 seconds?
So we are not going to reset the clock for you or anyone at this point.
The idea that you're
Go
putting
ahead.
$12 million out
Miss,
and,
sorry, if you
and
could-
getting rid of city employees is ridiculous.
Okay, I'm going to move you to general public comment. Go ahead.
It's on number 1, $12 million moving forward for the Japanese funding.
Go ahead, Mr. Serrano. We're all listening. Thank you very much.
It's ridiculous.
We
You got
appreciate
people
it.
here, and I hope this is my general public comment because he took all my time up. The idea that you got people being laid off, furloughed, 1,600 people, and you got $12 million going to a museum? $12 million, really? What is this about? Let them eat cake, Maria Antoinette, okay? Let them suffer because we got our jobs? The mayor went ahead and scolded 3 custodials that came here to hope to save their jobs last time we were here. Called the union store, why aren't they at work? But when she made the city address, what did she do? Loaded up her staff in that city council on the clock and paid them to applaud.
So we can give you an additional 30 seconds. Please continue, finish your comment. Thank you so much.
You can't be that, man. You just can't do that, Mayor.
30 seconds.
We are applauding what? The recklessness? This was already been told to you. No one pays attention here. Or else we wouldn't have this financial thing. Look at my docket. Go ahead and say, I didn't say in 2022 you were going to be right back here with this financial loop. Yeah, Bloomingfield, you know we said it. And here I am, pleading to you guys again. It's going to get worse.
Thank you very much, Speaker. Next speaker, Mr. Morris.
Good morning, city
Good morning.
family. It's great to
Which-
be back here. General public comment, please.
You have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, as a neighborhood council budget advocate speaking for myself, the budget advocate in a letter provided the following recommendations. Budget advocates also noted the history has shown indiscriminate reductions, especially in revenue generating departments can result in unintended consequences. They warn against slashing critical administrative functions, the civil service, such as personnel, which could leave the city of LA struggling to recover once economic conditions improve. The city service is under attack at the federal level and at the local level. We must ensure that civil servants are protected, that the city provides the services that it needs to the constituency, especially the low-income areas like Sun Valley, Pacoima, South LA, East LA. We cannot accept the budget by the mayor as it is. We need to adjust it to protect city services. I'm a taxpayer and a civil servant and a budget advocate. I love my city. I want to protect our city services. Democracy needs to be heard. And happy birthday, Sean. Thank you for City Council.
Before the next speaker begins, I will call more names. Dewan Jones, Bobby J, Bob M, Andrew Graebner.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Item 1 and general public comment, please.
Okay, you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Please begin with the item. Go ahead.
Thank you. So item 1 is a bond, issuing a bond in aggregate principal amount not to exceed $12 million. There's going to be a tax equity and fiscal responsibility hearing at City Council today. That's, I guess, this hearing. So for this Japanese American National Museum, I assume that part of their exhibits will be commemorating the internment camps that Japanese Americans were imprisoned in during the events of World War II. As you probably know, because of these internment camps, Japanese Americans who survived those camps were issued $20,000 reparations via the Civil Liberties Act of 1988. But we still don't have reparations for American descendants of slavery, which I think is something that this council should maybe be discussing and should be brought to the attention of our leaders. Monday, the mayor gave an address. Summary, she thinks she is the best. But let's be honest, she lied when she promised that impending layoffs are a last resort. The budget that the mayor has proposed is some kind of joke. Council, take note. It's on you to rectify this, reject this bullshit, maintain the city workforce. How can she say everything is fine while city workers' jobs are on the line? We're in a crisis. Our city services have already been lacking for the longest time. Happy birthday, Sean. I'm so glad to know you. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you. That was
Before the next speaker
really
begins,
lovely.
I will call
Next
more
speaker.
names. Charlotte M, Joe C, Manny C, and Sean Murphy.
And Speaker, before you begin, so Mr. Candido, please do not disrupt this meeting. I'm trying to clarify some things for the public. So with Mr. Candido, you
Sorry.
do not need to respond. You've been warned already. Please do not
Yes.
continue to disrupt this meeting.
Mr. Candido, this is a warning. This is your first and only warning, and if you continue to disrupt the meeting, you will be asked to leave.
So the item number 1, the TEFRA hearing date has been changed. There was an amendment that was announced at the beginning of the meeting. It is open for public comment today, but just to clarify that the amendment, if approved, would change the date of the TEFRA hearing to May 7th, 2025. So for anybody who's listening, I just wanted to make that clear. Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
The ones I submitted on the kiosk. 1 and general public comment.
Okay. You have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
Okay, so you just announced I guess maybe you announced at the beginning of the meeting, but if it was just announced now, shouldn't that mean everyone who already spoke on it should get another chance since the date's a different one now? But I guess it sounds like you announced at the beginning of the meeting, I guess, so technically, and within the Brown Act, barely. That's pretty much the general way you do things. You're within the Brown Act, barely, maybe. But yeah, I mean, you should, it's good to have this, stuff for the museum, so we can, yeah, so let's go to general public comment.
Okay, you have 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, so it'd be nice if, it looks like some of you have finally taken your seats again, but I don't know, is Tracy back? Tracy left and went downstairs. She's not even in the room anymore. I don't even see her. I don't know. I can barely see anything. Everyone's so far back here. The public can't even see you back here. But if Tracy's did go downstairs, she has to come back. She should be taken off the board. She's just not present at the meeting anymore. She's absent. She left, so she's not present. So the budget is absolutely awful. I don't know where to start. It's gonna devastate the city. All because we need to give the cops more money. They get a budget increase. They're one of the few departments to get a budget increase. I mean, you did at least give the fire department some of their money back, or they will. The mayor did, but I mean, police get more money while city workers get, laid off. Services get cut. 3 shelters have to be closed. Dogs get euthanized.
Okay, thank you very much. Are there any others? I don't believe any other speakers have signed up.
I don't know. What about him?
Okay.
So, all the item and general comment.
Okay, these will be our final 2
Yeah.
speakers. who
Look
signed
at
up.
how
Go ahead.
intently Lee, Staffer B, is listening. I'm so glad. So, under TEFRA, you're required to have a fair hearing under federal law. That means no censorship, no banning of words. But most importantly, under TEFRA, you have to vote on the item. Now, when you sit in your chairs and you're on the board, once the clerk opens the roll, he never takes the roll. He just opens it and closes it. And all of you council criminals, as long as your name is on that board, the clerk automatically enters your vote yes, whether you vote or not, whether you pay attention or not. That's called voter fraud. And you've been doing it for years. Years of this voter fraud. So under TEFRA, I'm giving notice. I demand the city clerk take the roll legally under TEFRA, or you are violating federal law. Now for my public comment. Mr. Price's next hearing is June 6, 2026 at 8:30 a.m. in Division 32. So, Jesus, he gets paid $22,000 a month to be on an indictment. Let's give him a hand for that. That's great. But remember, Mr. Santos, a former congressman, just got 87 months in the federal pen. Many of you on this council, I don't think, are quite that far behind him. You're a little bit. So again, you want to violate me? That's not the problem. Your problem is your lawyer is not giving you proper, effective, unconflicted, competent legal representation. So the city clerk, you don't take the roll. You don't even know if there's a quorum because you're engaged in a civil conspiracy and a criminal conspiracy with these council members because you never tell me if these criminals are voting yes or no. So just keep up the good work. There's a cell right next to Mr. Santos, free of charge.
Next speaker.
Good morning, sir. Which items?
What's going on, gorgeous? That was for the city attorney. Item 1 and public comment.
So you have 1 minute for the item and 1 minute for general. Go ahead.
She knows my wife. I think $12 million is a lot of money for something like that, like, I don't know, how many Japanese American actors and celebrities and people from LA have come through here, been honored? How many of them have given back? Could we maybe contact one of them to put forward some money instead of taking it out of the people that are hungry, losing their homes? You say, Nithya used to say there was no money to buy buildings and refurbish them. Now that there are, and it's funny, there's also $12 million to give to Japanese American Museum or something. It's a weird coincidence, especially when the mayor is saying that layoffs are inevitable, but we have $12 million to give for, as far as I know, there isn't a giant hole in the roof of that building that costs $12 million. If there is, I guess this is the only cure, but I'm pretty sure there's not. Maybe Otani, with his endorsements, he has like over $100 million a year or some shit. Maybe he could give up $1 million for this, and this could be $11 million instead.
General public comment.
Thank you very much. Appear strong when you are weak. I think somebody said that. And Nithya Raman's a great example of that. Although it's hard to say that she appears strong ever. Trying to get control of the meeting when even her cohorts won't pay attention. Having to be like, oh, let's, oh, never mind. I guess we'll just let it keep going. It's really pathetic. Especially when she doesn't listen to the public when they come here to speak directly to her, as you saw earlier here today. And it's funny, you know, because I speak up for those people even though they speak out against me. But it's their right to be heard here, you know, no matter how racist they are, no matter how whatever they are. You know, I don't get along with all the people in my neighborhood because they treat me like a criminal, even though I just live there. But I still speak up on behalf of them because it's their right to be heard. And if you're a city council member, you make over $200,000 a year, and you're not listening to the people that come here to talk, and you think it's cute, and you sit up there laughing at you, well, that's really sad, you know, and you probably got a lot coming to you. Not from me, from them.
So,
I can't afford a lawyer.
Speaker, your time has expired. And Madam President, I'm being told that we have exhausted public comment because there are no additional names that have signed up. So would the President like to close public comment?
Yes, I'd like to close public comment at this time. Mr. Clerk, what items can the council vote on at this time?
At this time, the council may now take up item 1, and the amendment for item 1 has been circulated, so the council may take it up as amended.
Okay, let's take up item 1 as amended. Mr. Clerk, please open the roll on that item. Close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
Now we can move on, I believe, to item 10,
That's
which
correct.
has circulated amendment. Mr. Blumenfield, did you want to speak on this item? Go ahead.
Great. Thank you. Colleagues, the amendment is fairly technical. What the underlying project, though, is really exciting. The amendment doesn't change anything in terms of the housing or anything substantive in it. But this is a project, this is the last remaining orange grove in the city of Los Angeles, is located in my district in Tarzana. And we've been struggling for a long time figuring out how we could save it. We tried to buy it, we worked with the state, we did a whole bunch of different things, but at the end of the day, we worked with the developers and the Santa Monica Mountains Conservancy. We came up with a great arrangement where they are donating 1/3 of the property to the Conservancy to be used in perpetuity as basically an homage to the orange grove that really made up the San Fernando Valley for so many years. And they'll have a ranger station, and they'll have the public in. And so 2/3 of the project will be developed into housing the way very similar to the rest of the region in that area, and the 1/3 will be basically preserved in perpetuity. So it's a really good deal at the end of the day for the people, for the taxpayers, and for history and posterity. So I urge an aye vote on this exciting project.
Great. Thank you so much, Mr. Blumenfield. And seeing no other speakers on the queue, let's open the roll on that item. Item 10 as amended. Close the roll, tabulate the vote.
11 ayes.
Great. And I believe that is all the items that we have before us. Is that correct, Mr. Clerk?
That's correct, Madam President.
And yes, go ahead.
And there is a request to send items 15 and 16 forthwith.
Okay, without objection, that'll be the order.
The council has motions for posting and referral.
Posted and referred.
The desk is clear.
Great. Members, any announcements today? Mr. McCosker, any announcements? Any other announcements? Mr. Harris Dawson.
Yes, I have a very exciting announcement for which there is an accompanying video that will be shown at this moment.
Great.
No sound? Greg Doolin. There's music. Mr. Gonzalez, the CEO of Vallarta Grocery. We were very, very excited, just over the moon. For the first time in 25 years, we opened a new grocery store in South Los Angeles. Vallarta on Crenshaw Boulevard, and the Vallarta folks did such an amazing job, which is why I wanted to make an announcement about it. Vallarta is a family-owned market. It's a Mexican-American family that has mostly operated in the suburbs of the city or the less dense area, and this opportunity became available, and we tried to get grocery stores to come in, and all the big guys had some complaint or another about being in the city and wouldn't do it, and the Vallarta family stepped up and they held 2 years of community meetings trying to make sure they could hire from the community. So more African-American workers in this store than most grocery stores that we have. The product choice that they have. They source food from local restaurants and local businesses. And it's just really been an all-around win for the community, the Hyde Park community, which is a absolute food desert. This market is, we're calling it the Hood Whole Foods because it's every bit as nice, every bit as welcoming, and better than Whole Foods. It's a family business from a family here in Southern California. So congratulations to the Vallarta family in the Hyde Park neighborhood.
Thank you, council member, and that is also testament to the work of you and your staff who recruited them here. So congratulations to all of you on your hard work. Any other announcements, members? Oh, please, Ms. Hutt, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is this on? Yeah. So, congratulations. You know, I actually a few years ago was an activist and picketed that Kroger not leave the community because that space is right next door to senior housing and a food desert for all the people and for miles around. So congratulations for bringing them in, and local businesses like Doolin's. I'm really happy that he sold out in his first day on his prep meals. And you know, that's what community looks like when we bring in our own small businesses to run our community. So congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Vallarta.
Thank you very much, Councilmember. Councilmember Blumenfield?
Great, thank you. Just wanted to make a quick announcement. I think we've heard hints of it, but one of my constituents who's a frequent contributor, Sean Murphy, it's his birthday. I wanted to, on behalf of the council,
birthday,
wish him a happy
Sean.
birthday. Happy birthday, Sean.
I did not know he was a Council District 3 constituent. Happy birthday, Sean. Councilmember Padilla.
My turn? Okay. All right, awesome. Well, everyone, as I kind of alluded to earlier today, I'm really proud to invite all of you to join us for Armenian Heritage Day this Saturday. It was something that I promised my constituents on the campaign trail to start, because my biggest thing was, why are we always going so far when I have so many Armenians in my own backyard? And it's something that I kind of wanted to start and you know, make it bigger as the years go by. So this year, from Sun Valley Park last year, it is now here at Van Nuys. We're going to continue to have it. So you're all invited. It's from 10 to 1 o'clock. There'll be music, traditional dance, delicious food, and meaningful moments to reflect on the strength, resilience, and enduring legacy of the Armenian American community in LA. Thank you all so much.
Thank you,
See there.
Councilmember, for starting a new tradition. Really looking forward to it. Councilmember McCosker, you do have an
I
announcement.
did. I changed my mind. You talked me into it, Madam President. Thank you. So tomorrow in Watts, we are going to have a really significant event, and it dovetails off of some of what we celebrated with Unarmed Response and some of the great people in our communities that are bringing about peace. In 1992, on the eve of the uprising, there were some activists who were then gang leaders, but activists who came together and established a peace treaty in Watts between warring rival groups. And that peace treaty held, and actually during the unrest and during the uprising in '92, gang violence and shootings and other acts of violence went down. And this group has been celebrating every year that peace treaty, which in large parts has held, actually. And so tomorrow at the Watts Historic Train Station, beginning at 11 o'clock, we're going to be celebrating the anniversary of that treaty with some of the original treaty signatories. So come on out to the Watts train station. It's a great event. There are speeches, and we meet some really historic figures who come back, folks who have now taken their activism nationwide. They come back and they celebrate that peace moment. And I think that peace moment has led to the types of things that we have now, where we have folks that are actively engaged in peace and health and unarmed responses in their own communities. So we're very thankful to those Watts leaders.
Thank you so much, Councilmember McCosker, and for that nod to LA history. Any other announcements? Councilmember, sorry, Councilmember.
I just
Harris
wanted
Dawson,
to thank
apologies.
Mr. McCosker for bringing up that memorial. It's, you know, we talk about April 29th and the memorial often. We don't talk about this treaty enough. In the early 1990s, the city of LA would average 1,000 homicides a year. and the majority of them were gang-related. Last year, this year, we're going to be below 300. It is an absolute miracle, and that was really the moment that trend started and gave way to intervention and community policing and all the rest that we see here in Los Angeles, including the unarmed crisis response. So thank you, Mr. McCosker, for calling that out.
Thank you so much, Councilmember. Councilmember Hernandez.
Yes, thank you, Council President. I'm so excited to be able to share with you all that tomorrow in Council District 1, we're having a pet adoption and wellness day. So Saturday, April 26th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the North Central Animal Shelter, which is 3201 Lacey Street, Los Angeles, California, 90031. When you adopt an animal from the shelter tomorrow, there's going to be reduced adoption fees for dogs, puppies, cats, and kittens. Pets that are adopted are going to be spayed, neutered, microchipped, vaccinated, and licensed for all LA City residents that join us. We're going to do ID tag engraving, training advice, toys, beds, food, and other treats will be available, many of them for free. We're going to have also wellness with Hectic Paws Animal Rescue, provide free vaccination for up to 60 pets, limit 2 pets per household, but you'll get rabies, deworming. We're also going to be doing microchips. So please come on by, come and adopt a pet. We're going to be there tomorrow in North Lacey Animal Shelter. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Councilmember Hernandez. Any other announcements, members? You have an announcement, Councilmember Yaroslavsky. Go ahead.
I do. Thank you. We're going to start our budget hearings today in this room at 1 o'clock.
Great. Thank you. A momentous moment for this year's budget. Okay, if there's no other announcements, please rise for adjourning motions. Members, do you have any adjourning motions for us on my left? On my right, any adjourning motions? Okay, seeing none, thank you again for bringing us to the Valley, Council President and Councilmember Padilla. And this meeting is adjourned.
Hey, buddy, what's shaking? We're not prepared for an earthquake. I love the rain. We're not prepared for a flood.
Sure, in the movies, this is all pretend, but in real life, you gotta be prepared for any type of an emergency. You can't predict, but you can prepare.
Yeah.
How'd you know? The ball called.
Be prepared at LAFD.org.